Hey there, LogDog16 here, and here's another video for you. This is a review of the Kirby vacuum. Now this right here is a Kirby G3, and something you should know is that all Kirbys are the same performance. So the Kirby G3, G4, G5, G6, Ultimate G, Diamond Edition, and Centria, exact same power plant. Besides, basically the only difference is bag color, handle color. The newest Centria has a little bit more plastic on the handle and it's a little bit more ergonomic. And then just the look of the front piece. So like the Centria has a different headlight, and they all have a little bit different belt lifter handle. But other than that, performance, they are the exact same. So, into my review. So, I absolutely love the Kirby vacuum. You cannot go better than the Kirby standard. One of the reasons it cleans so well is because this whole thing is made out of aluminum. So it is, so you know, it's all metal. This will last you, I mean, this one was made in, look, this one was made in 1993. And so, you know, you can tell, and it runs perfect. So I absolutely love it. Now these are Hepa rated, so it's a Hepa filter, so it's just as good filtration as any Dyson or Miele or anything that you can get on the market today. And one of the reasons it's so great, it's made out of aluminum. So you know how with like Dysons and some of those canisters and stuff, how, you know, like the head, it, you know, just jumps a little bit and, you know, it's not heavy enough to make a good seal with your carpet? Well, this will make that seal. In fact, it has this, if you can see right here, this toe touch control. And basically, to get it right for your carpet, when you're ready to vacuum, you turn it on, so you press this power button here. Then it will start up, and you press this down until you hear the motor change sound. This means it's made a seal with your carpet. Press it one more time, and then it will, you know, be locked down in there so that, you know, it cleans your carpet very well. And then you may be thinking, okay, since this is 23 pounds, it will be very heavy to push and pull. Well, it is heavy, you know, to carry upstairs, so this might not be the best vacuum for a house with 3 stories per se, but it has this, and if you look back here, if you see this little pedal, that is for your transmission. So this vacuum actually only requires 2 pounds of force to push or pull. The motor assists because it has a transmission in it, and that I think is really cool. So let me show you the vacuum itself. Let's take off the front here. Okay, so now this is the front of the Kirby vacuum. You got your headlight here. Now why don't I show you the vacuuming head where all the cleaning gets done. Now to do that, and this is also how you change the belt if you're wondering. So you just lift the headlight hood, twist this belt lifter, and I'll show you why you need a belt lifter in a second. Turn down the catch, and it opens up. And undo the belt lifter so you don't wear out the belt. And then as you can see in here, see that fan? This is actually the exact same fan on the G3, G4, G5, G6, Diamond Edition, Ultimate G, and Centria. Exact same. See, this is actually a Lexan fan. So one of the problems with a direct air like this is, you know, it is like 3 inches from your carpet, so you know you're going to get incredible performance because it's not going to go through hoses and stuff and get clogged up. But if you're one of those people who like picks up quarters, dimes, pennies, keys, hard objects, this probably isn't the vacuum for you. Because the airflow is super fast, because, you know, it's like this close to your floor. So it goes straight in here, and, you know, it might break the fan. But as long as you don't vacuum up like keys, quarters, nickel, you know, keys, coins, that sort of stuff, hard metal, this vacuum will be excellent for you. So I want to show you the part that makes contact with your floor. This is the Kirby floor head. Now as you can see, it actually is a wooden brush roll, and then you got your rows of brushes. Now there are two different versions of the brush. This is the G3 and G4 series, and then the new one, which is the G5 and on series, has instead of being like this, you know, like up and then down, they're staggered a little bit, and supposedly that gives a better cleaning performance. Now let's see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get the camera to zoom in on it. No, it won't do it. Anyway, right here, it has a number 1. Same as right here. And actually, if you turn it, there's a number 2 and a number 3. So, you're wondering, what do those numbers mean? Well, viewer, why don't I tell you right now? So, you know, as you vacuum, the bristles get shorter and shorter and shorter. Well, Kirby made this awesome design so that you don't have to buy a new brush roll every time it, you know, shortens just a tidbit. Well, actually, this little diagram shows it. It pushes the brush lower so you don't have to replace the brushes often. You can go 3 times longer on one brush. You can also use this if you really want, you know, really good performance for your brush. I mean, normally I keep mine on 2. So now, you're wondering why you have a belt lifter like that. Well, once again, I'll tell you. So, you see here how the shaft is like this, it's straight. But yet, the brush is like this, and so the brush goes this way, but yet the belt goes this way. That'd be pretty hard to put on. So, Kirby decided to, let's see, it's hard to do this with one hand, make it so, you know, you just put the belt here, and twist, and if I lined it up, right, it's not as hard to do as it looks. It's just very hard doing everything with one hand. And then, if the vacuum didn't roll away from me, just put it on. Do this little catch here, and twist that back on. And there you go. Your belt is put on. And then if you know that your belt is put on correctly and everything's working, when this little green light, you'll see it turn on when your vacuum goes on. And actually, the brush has a little magnet in it, and when it spins around, it generates power, which turns on the LED, which that way you know whether your belt's, you know, cut or anything, so it's always good. Now, you may be wondering, okay, this is a great vacuum, but how much does it cost? Well, that's a bit of a challenge to report on, because Kirby vacuums do have a variety of different costs. Now, it really depends on how good of a negotiator you are. If you have them in your house and you just accept the first offer, it's probably going to be close to $3,000. Let me let that sink in. 3,000.00. Yeah, that's a lot of money for a vacuum. And you know, it is a great vacuum, but is it worth $3,000? No way. But if you're a good negotiator, the price is very flexible. You can talk them down, and the normal price, you know, if you're a good negotiator, is about $800, which you can talk them down to. And it will include the vacuum, a couple extra bags, a couple extra belts, the attachment kit, so you know, your hoses and stuff, and then your hoses, your paint sprayer, your inflator, your deflator, all sorts of stuff. So, oh yeah, this actually can paint your house too. And then your shampooer, so you know, you can shampoo your rugs and carpets. Well, if you are a really good negotiator though, you can talk them down to $500. That's right, for the price of a Dyson or a low-end Miele, you can get a Kirby. And the Kirby's better than all those. Now, if you want a Kirby for about $500, what you gotta do is do not let them in your home. You may have them in your home to do a demonstration, see if you like it. Do not buy it there. If they don't get out of your house, you know, well, they are a bit high pressure. So just resist. Even if it goes down to 800 bucks, don't buy it. What you got to do is you got to go into the Kirby store, like, you know, like the store, like the distributorship office. The place, like, you know, just Google map it and say you wanted to buy bags and ask for their address. Go down there and say, I'd be willing to buy it for 500 bucks. And you know what? Most likely they'll sell it to you. Mainly because, you know, they're going to be making money on it, and you'll be into the Kirby family. So, you know, you'll probably buy your bags and your belts from them. So that's the way they think, and that's why they'll sell it to you. Now, if you're wondering about a bag is a bit expensive compared to other vacuums. The bags are between $2.75 and $5, depending on what you want. I mean, they've got paper ones, they got cloth ones. I'm currently running a paper Hepa bag. But, you know, let me just show you the size of the bag. And this is just deflated. Let me put the camera back on the tripod. So now, this is the size of a bag deflated. Now, this bag can hold up to 8 pounds of stuff. Now, think about that. That's 8 pounds of dust, sand, dirt, dog hair, cat hair, kitty litter, whatever you have. It's going to hold it. This bag, you're probably going to have to replace it because, you know, you're supposed to replace them every 3 months at the minimum because, you know, like bacteria and stuff grows in them. You're probably going to have to replace it because of that more often than you will because the bag is actually full. Let that sink in for a second. Most likely you will only have to replace the bag 4 times a year. And that's assuming you vacuum every day. 4 times a year at $5. That's $20 a year. That's pretty good value. Plus belts. You go through belts maybe 2 or 3 a year, depending on how much you vacuum. And you know how much a belt is? A belt is $2 or $3. So let's just say $30 a year. That's everything I have to do for maintenance on these. That's it. And this is just a very versatile machine. I really love it. I recommend wholeheartedly that you get one. So if you have any questions or comments, please either send me a message or put a comment in this video, and I will either comment you back or I will make a video showing you if there's anything you want to see. So please do rate, comment, and subscribe, and if there's anything you want to see in a video, just put it in the comment section and I will make a video for you about it. So thanks, and have a great day.